Hello everybody. Hope you can hear and see me okay. I know my camera's got a case on it and it gets pretty filthy. But today I finally found out what's going to happen as far as my custody case. I get one Saturday from 8 to 5 every other weekend. I'm not even worried about child support. That's not an issue because I'd be paying for him if he was with me anyway. And I think I have no problem with that. But there's some other bullshit that goes with it, but that's basically, where I'm at, and I'm grateful to have that. Anytime I can spend with my son is a blessing. And I know right now he's really going to need it because he's still living in that house, and he's going to need someone to show him that he's still cared about and some kind of stability. When I first when I first got the call, I was not happy. Not happy. It's kind of like being mind raped all over again. It's just bringing up all that feelings and just being screwed one more time when you've done nothing but try to help and do the right thing. But it gave me a new drive. I live probably, I don't know, 1,000 yards from my house or my aunt's house, and when I first found out, all I could do was scream, and she heard me. It felt good though. It really felt good. I think I needed to do that, and actually scream twice. It's a different change from crying. It was a better release. It was not as mournful. It was more, I almost want to say it was more testosterone driven. It put me in the mindset of what actually drives me. Just pure determination of I'm not going to be beat now. This is far enough. And I realized that's what I was allowing her to do, was beat me. And I put a lot of blame on my lawyer because I saw her 2 days before the trial. I hired her about a week before the trial, and I told them the circumstances of what was going on. And 2 days before the trial, she actually got me in to see her. She just gave me tell me what's going on, and okay, get those recordings ready. Give me those texts ready. And it cost me quite a bit to go and print text messages off that's been saved for over a year. I actually went through and numbered my my voice recording so that I could easily, I've been writing down in a notebook, writing the times, what it was about, and I'm doing that for multiple reasons. One, so I can see what I actually went through. Because there is a time, that cognitive dissonance, where you're like, man, it wasn't so bad, and all that kind of crap, poor me, I did this, I did that, and it's bullshit. That's their programming. And I'm doing that for that, and I'm doing it for the attorney, because I'm hiring another attorney. But the attorney had me go through over 200 recordings. Some of them are hours long. 3-4 hours long, multiple days worth almost. Some fights last days, and there's just a god awful amount of stuff there, and a lot of emotional turmoil that you have to go through and deal with, even listening to it. I'm not trying to belittle any veterans or anything, because I know you've had traumatic experience, but I almost think I have PTSD. I really firmly believe that I do, because it just puts you like right back in that moment. Every bit of it. I've actually got a rash breaking out on my face again, and I realize that that's from just stress, my body. And it was because of the previous days of listening to that stuff and being in that mix. And I'm still dealing with a little bit of brain fog. I'm sorry. But I found my drive. Everything that I've ever had to do, I've had to be tore completely down and just find that spot in me that I say, no more. No more of this. I found it when I left her. And I found it again today. And I've been listening to those recordings, and it's just the exact opposite of what I've been going through. It is energizing me. It's, man, fuck this shit. And I'm sorry for my cussing. It's just, I'm working on it. I know it's not very Christian of me, but I'm a redneck boy, and that's one of the things I've been doing since I was not supposed to be talking that way, and it's something that is really hard to overcome, and I'm working on. I guess I need to get me a swear jar or something, but it's pushing me on, and I mean I can listen to them now, and I'm like, got you there too. Because, I mean, it's not stuff that I have to say, you know, this is what kind of person she is, this is what I can prove. It's stuff you can hear that's just not right. You can hear the argument, and anybody that listens to it will know this guy is trying to stop an argument. He's doing everything he can, and this woman is doing everything she can to keep it going. And she does a lot of double talk and a lot of mixing stuff up and just circle talk. I mean, it's just junk, crazy making crap. And I've got through 15 recordings, and that's about 20 hours, I think, something like that. It's crazy. But I'm hoping that I can get it narrowed down to a smaller section that the attorney can actually take it and walk in there with maybe just 2 or 3 recordings, 4, something like that, play them for the judge, or just bits and pieces. I'm not editing anything out. In fact, I'm wanting to post some on here, and that's one thing I want to ask is, I'm not savvy enough with this technology, I do well enough with this, to block out names. And I was wanting to post some and see what other people thought, just for my own validation, and to kind of hear also what you would think as an outside source of if you were the judge, or what you would think if it was heard. Because being in a situation and hearing it, like I said, you go back to that moment. I mean, you're just there. It's like you're in the room again, and you can remember everything about it. And if you're someone else, you can be more objective about that. And I would really like that. And I didn't know the legalities on it. And if I'm not able to blur out names, then maybe I shouldn't post it, because I don't want to jeopardize anything. But so if there's any lawyers, or anybody knows any lawyers, or if you're just more up on this YouTube agreement crap that I probably should have read, but I didn't, I would appreciate your feedback. But that's about where I'm at, man. I mean, I've decided to probably not continue going so many days without the narc, because in doing that, I realize that I'm still dating myself in relationship with her. You know, just same as you count the days that you're in a relationship as an anniversary so long. Well, I don't want to live that way. I don't want to remember how long I've been out of a bad relationship that really screwed me up. I want to start looking at, this is how I started regaining my life. So I'm not sure what I'm going to start calling these videos. If I call them, I mean, I don't know. But that's where I'm at. I'm planning on actually going out tonight with a friend and just chilling out. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't even imbibe caffeine or nothing. I mean, I've been a health freak, and I'm not putting anybody down that does those things, but that's just where I'm at now. And I actually enjoy that about myself, that I've set standards for myself, and I'm holding up to them, because the other day I really did want to drink, and it just crossed my mind for a minute about how good that beer would taste, you know. But then I knew, you know what, dude, you lose in more than one way, and she wins again. And all I could think about is, I'm not gonna let her beat me anymore. She may win in this court systems, but God knows the truth, my kids know the truth, and she knows the truth, and I know the truth, and the truth will come out. And everybody keeps telling me that. They've been reaffirming that for me, but you know, knowing and believing and accepting are completely different things. I mean, but whatever. But I plan on going out and enjoying my night tonight, and just putting her on hold, coming back, maybe starting up tomorrow with those recordings again. And I've been doing it while I'm working on this place, and it kind of helps me to not focus completely on the recordings while I'm doing work. But if I just sit here and just listen to them, I'm really worried that it would bum me out. So that's where I'm at, and I feel like I'm moving on. But I know I've noticed this about myself. I'll have these upticks and I have a downtick, and I fully expect a downtick pretty soon. But in another week I get to see my son. It'll make 3 weeks without seeing him, but hey, from 8 to 5 I get to enjoy my little boy, and he gets to be around me, and that's That's like Christmas morning. That's better than Christmas morning. Because there's no present that could ever compare to how much I love my son and how he makes me feel, and I know how he loves me. And I mean, we're just alike. We look very much alike. We act very much alike. We think very much alike. It's incredible. I mean, it's like I cloned him. But anyway, I'll be happy to see him. And I thank everyone that has prayed and been supportive. And I thank God. I mean, without God, none of this has happened. None of it. And it's going to be for the better. I know it will. And I actually, a while ago when I was showering, it just crossed my mind. I haven't asked God about his thoughts on this. And I asked him to give me a blessing on it and to confirm it. And I asked him to confirm it in a certain way. Not as, let me find so many pennies or write down something. Just in a way that I can actually understand, and ask for a number amount. So a number that something occurs, like 5 times. I went, something like that. But I said it in my head just to keep, because Satan can't get in your head, He has to hear it or whatever. And that's why I did it in my head, because God can be in your head, And if it's coming from God, I'll know it. And that's where I'm at. And I'm feeling good today, and I'm really grateful and happy. I mean, I'm excited. It's another week away, but, hey, something to look forward to. It's good news. So, God bless y'all and have a good night.